We'll tell you how this overgrown brush led to a fire hazard at San Diego schools.
Pull your costumes out, for Comic-Con Special Edition is on the way Thanksgiving weekend, and speakers and panels were released today.
A baseball field in Logan Heights is getting trashed, and parents want to see the city step up to the plate.
The Breeders' Cup World Championship is the second time here in San Diego, bringing fans from all over the country.
And local seniors show off their culinary skills in the Iron Chef competition. News 8 starts right now.
Flames erupt at an elementary school, and investigators say the cause of the fire was connected to a nearby homeless encampment. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. This fire started at Paradise Hill Elementary School last night around 11 o'clock, and the flames tore through 3 classrooms. Crews spent the morning cleaning up the damage.
But as News 8's Kirsten Holmes found out, neighbors say this is part of a growing problem, literally. She joins us now live with the latest. Kirsten?
Yeah, that's right, Carlo. I want you to take a look at this problem behind me. This is the brush. You can see the burn scar. You can see the fire damage to the school building. Neighbors we talked to say this brush used to get cut regularly, but they've never seen it this high before. And they say they've seen homeless people use it as shelter, and their complaints about it went unanswered.
It makes me sad that you have to wait for a fire to start and for homeless people to move in and make our children unsafe before you pay attention.
Dominic Cruz says he's happy no one was hurt, but he's upset that it had to come to this. In fact, everyone we talked to in the neighborhood around Paradise Hills Elementary, most did not want to go on camera, say that leaving this brush to grow has been an eyesore to the community and a safety hazard for kids at this school. Johnny says most of his neighbors saw the man they think is responsible for the encampment and the fire.
The guy always carrying trash. You get right here. You can see right there. Look at, always got a bunch of things in the back. Oh, the brush is too high. See the middle to the bushes right here, the middle? The body high.
And it's not just Paradise Hills Elementary. We stopped by Nye Elementary and Horton Elementary and saw the same problem. San Diego Unified School District officials tell News 8 that they stopped trimming bushes so much while students were out of school due to COVID. Now that kids are back in school, district officials say they will start back trimming bushes and creating a district-wide plan for natural surveillance to prevent situations like this from happening again. Dominic says it shouldn't have taken this long.
If there's not money to be made, which there's not a lot of money to be made off kids, so they leave them hanging. How about we focus on the kids before the stadiums? How about we focus on the kids before we focus on the money? That way we can move in a community instead of focusing on the rich people.
And as for the homeless seeking shelter, Dominic says there should be a solution for them too.
The best thing we can do is be love to the people who need these places to live. That have no clothes, that are moving into these places. I think the best thing we can do is be love for them.
The COO of San Diego Unified School District says they'll start to address the overgrown shrubs here at Paradise Hills Elementary next week, and they'll start working on a plan to address the shrubs at other schools across the district as well.
Kirsten, so glad no one was hurt, and the big concern obviously is for the kids. Were classes impacted today?
Yeah. Absolutely not. If you take a look behind me, you can see that there wasn't a whole lot of damage, but these school classes or these classrooms weren't being used by the school. So they were already up for rebuilding. They wanted to tear them down and reconstruct them anyway. So now that plan is going to get to work a little bit sooner.
Hopefully they can clear that entire area out and keep things safe. Thanks, Kirsten. With cooler temperatures and higher humidity reducing wildfire threats, a burn permit suspension in San Diego's backcountry is set to lapse starting next week. Agricultural burns will be allowed on approved days. Plans must first be cleared with CAL FIRE in advance, and inspections will be required for some residential burns. The burns will also be allowed only between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. and again, only on approved days.
After-school sports are essential for growing kids, but what happens when the playing field is filled with hazards? News 8's Tim Blodgett speaks with concerned parents and coaches about the state of Memorial Park baseball field.
Every day, head coach Juan Aguayo comes to the baseball field at Memorial Park to clean up trash. It's a mess that he and parents are sick of cleaning up and want the city to start taking responsibility for.
When Juan Aguayo used to pitch in his Little League days down at Memorial Park Baseball Field in Logan Heights, he noticed something was off about the pitcher's mound.
A pitcher's mound doesn't align with home plate, and it's been like that since I was a kid.
Now Aguayo is coaching for his son on the same field, and it's not just a crooked mound that's bothering him.
Because I get here ahead of our time to schedule to practice to clean up, because usually it's filthy, it's dirty. If there's a beer bottle or whatever bottle that's out there and we don't see it and it's broken and one of these kids trips or slides, there goes his leg.
Besides the trashed fields, the dugouts are run down, the scoreboard doesn't work, the snack bar is falling down, and the lights won't turn on, meaning Aguayo won't be able to practice past 5:30 after daylight savings.
And the city doesn't do nothing about it. Like, how much do we need to ask? Because it's come to the point where we're not even asking anymore. We're actually begging them now.
Parents of players have been contacting local elected leaders about the disrepair of the diamond. Proper upkeep and maintenance of the city park falls under Parks and Recreation. The staff of Vivian Moreno, the councilwoman representing Logan Heights, says they've reached out to Parks and Rec for a meeting, but has not heard back from the city staff with an update. For now, Aguayo and his team will continue to practice and clean the ball fields themselves, something that's hard to swallow on away games.
We take them to other fields and their self-esteem drops to their ankles when they see other fields and they're top notch, and we come here, we can't even get the grass cut.
Tim Blodgett, News 8.
If you have a story that you'd like us to cover, please send an email to yourstories@kfmb.com.
Local advocates are fighting back against big tobacco. Members of the San Diego Smoke-Free Project spoke today in City Heights. They called out the tobacco industry for using hookah and kid-friendly flavors like gummy bear and chocolate to draw kids in. They added that some San Diego smoke shops are selling unregulated products. The group is asking the San Diego City Council to step in and take action.
The 20th annual Fleet Week San Diego kicked off this morning at the Broadway Pier, and for the first time in 2 years, the public is invited.
Always a fun event. Navy and Coast Guard ships and an array of military equipment will be open for tours on Saturday and Sunday. There's also an innovation zone where local STEM students can interact with the latest technology.
High-tech equipment from the Navy Medical Center. We have the Navy Weather and Meteorological Service. We've got some robotic stuff back there. There's an awful lot for the children to learn and to get acquainted with.
Monday is Military Family Appreciation Day, and Fleet Week wraps up next Thursday with the Veterans Day Boat Parade. We have the full event schedule on our website. Just visit cbs8.com.
One of the biggest spectacles in horse racing is happening right now in Del Mar.
The Breeders' Cup Championship is expected to attract tens of thousands of visitors to San Diego for a $31 million purse.
News 8's Abby Alford shares the excitement and the fashion on the first day of races.
The Breeders' Cup World Championship is the second time here in San Diego, bringing fans from all over the country.
Go 9! Get there 9! Get there 9!
Setting his bets on vivacious Vanessa.
He got it!
This is the pre-race to the Breeders' Cup World Championship.
9 to show, baby.
The Lances and Collins are down from Boise, Idaho.
It's starting to get cold in Boise, so wanted to come down for a little bit for the extended weekend.
The Breeders' Cup is the first time they've traveled far for a horse race, and they hope to make it a tradition.
And there's a chance to win some money, enjoy your friends, have some good drinks, and just enjoy the weather and have a good time.
Cheers.
The Breeders' Cup is the finale to the horse racing season in America. $31 million in purse money and possibly a chance to break the all-time betting record.
The record right now for the Breeders' Cup is $174 million, and we've got our eye on that target.
The last time San Diego hosted the Breeders' Cup was in 2017 and is expected to bring in tens of thousands of visitors from all over the world.
It's sunny, it's beautiful. In Reno, it's cold right now.
While some study the ponies,
I don't even know who's in it.
Others are here for the entertainment.
You know, I don't know much about it, so I always vote on the horse that has the best name or looks the prettiest, and sometimes it works out good for me.
What's working is Cindy St. Pierre's hat.
This is what I take to Burning Man, and
it's all about the fashion.
Reno, so I like sparkly.
And how can you miss Garrett Calhoun's pop suit?
It is my thing, yes. Horse racing and bright, loud suits.
He's from Chicago and travels the country betting on horses and is always recognized.
Louisville, Kentucky, you wouldn't know, one of my guys from back home.
But he always comes back to San Diego.
You know, it's my favorite place on the planet.
While some go to the horse races to win some big money.
Winner, winner.
Fans say it's all about cheering for something.
Where this world is so divided in so many things, not that we all agree here, but at least we're always rooting for somebody else, so it's a cool thing.
The Breeders' Cup Championship continues tomorrow with its first race at 10:15.